Montreal man is furious after allegedly being refused service by two STM workers because he spoke English. What's more, when Michael Dunning tried to file a formal complaint, he says another STM worker told him he had to speak French. The STM is investigating. As Anne Leclerc tells us, in the meantime, Dunning is demanding an apology and compensation.
Michael Dunning doesn't normally like to air his dirty laundry in public, but after what happened to him when he tried to take public transit earlier this week, the Catholic minister feels obliged to share his story.
The guys in perfect English said, "We don't serve English people." Then he started cursing, saying all kinds of things in French.
Dunning tried to buy a day pass at the Atwater Metro on Monday and says two STM employees outright refused to serve him. But what upsets him the most is what happened when he called to complain.
I called the complaint department to file a complaint, and I got the same response. I said, "We don't have to serve English people, and we're not taking your complaint," and they hung up.
He misunderstood, so that's why when we got his name and his telephone number, we called him.
The STM insists Michael Dunning misunderstood the woman on the phone when he attempted to file the complaint, claiming she simply tried to explain that employees don't have to speak English.
And the STM is submitted to Charte de la langue française, so we don't require from our employees that they be bilingual. But that doesn't mean that we don't require that they serve people well.
The STM is investigating, and after a similar story involving a Montreal Impact player 2 weeks ago, some English Montrealers are starting to feel targeted.
It's happened to me too, and unfortunately, we have to be a little bit more accommodating to people, regardless of language or physical stature.
I usually try to get served in English, and if not, then I try to speak French.
I was angry, I was hurt.
Michael Dunning did finally file his complaint and now wants an apology and compensation.
These two individuals definitely should be severely reprimanded. I don't really want them to lose their jobs.
But this 55-year-old minister needs not to worry, because even if the investigation shows employees refuse to serve him, and even if they use the Lord's name in vain, they'll likely walk away with a warning. Anne Leclerc, Global News, Montreal.